And we are back with another one. Today I'm working on the inside of my next home right here. And I gotta say, now that we have this big beautiful thing parked here, I am dying to move out of my van. I woke up in a low roof van this morning that's dirty on the floor, and I was like, I want to move into that right now. All right, let's stop playing around and get to it here. I am gonna leave this section open because that's where my roof vent is gonna go. And this section here, I think I'm gonna keep clean because I'm still undecided on if we're gonna do rooftop air conditioning or not. But that's a bigger discussion for, well, maybe, not maybe. Anyway, let's get started. Now what happens is I talk too much and nothing ever gets done. You got one job, Chrome. Measure twice, cut once. Or the way I like to do it. Don't measure at all. Just eye it. Boom! All right, take the roller to it. Make sure this is all pushed down really well to the metal. We need 55 inches. This is so satisfying. Oh yeah. This is so satisfying. Just like that. What a difference. I so can't wait to take this thing out for a drive after all this stuff is done, because I drove this bare empty back here. I think the sound when I'm driving is gonna be a world of difference.
Now I'm starting to understand why when you take your van to a professional van builder, that it can take upwards of 6 months to get your home built. These are very big rigs, and once you start getting into the deep nitty-gritty and all that technical stuff and wiring and the fancy things you add to your home, holy crap, this is a monster of a build. But am I going to do this one all on my own? Heck no. I'm going to do everything that I can on my own, and everything else will be, well, sent out to a professional. So I'll probably lean on a few friends that understand the electrical side of it, and I'm definitely taking it back to the guy who built the home that I live in full-time right now. My van build was done at Overland Interiors, a handful of years ago, and it has taken every ounce of backcountry abuse that I've thrown at it, so he is 100% the guy for the job to build this home. But there is a lot to go on here, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest, so we're going to take this one day at a time, one piece at a time. Insulation first, and then we're moving on to doing the floors.
I am definitely keeping track of all the weight that's going into this van, so we've been weighing every single piece that goes in here. One entire roll of this stuff, which is all I've used in there so far. A whole roll, that's it. We're starting the second roll. It weighs 14.1 pounds for that kind of coverage. That's insane. It's so light, and the impact it's gonna make to the build is mind-blowing for something that doesn't take up any weight in the van. So yeah, anyway guys, that's all we got left of the first roll. We are gonna crack the second roll now.
So the whole subject surrounding how to insulate your van is quite a controversial subject on YouTube. But to be honest, do whatever you can afford and whatever you personally feel is right. So I got friends all across the spectrums of insulation. Some just have Reflectix and that's it. Some have done pink foam board and rock wool and sheep's wool and Thinsulate and spray foam. I'll tell you one thing. There's no right or wrong way when it comes to choosing the kind to do it. Just throw it up on the walls, put your boards up and stay warm. The only downfalls I've heard is when you vapor barrier the walls. I've heard horror stories about mold growing behind the vapor barrier because it can't breathe, and also lots of bad stories about spray foam.
These are flowing in nicely. I like it. I like it a lot. Not bad. Yeah. There's a workout. All right, I think I'm gonna take some of these things off so I can get that insulation in there. Easy peasy. Things just unsnap, nice and easy. That rhymed. Easy peasy, unsnap, nice and easy. Some nice factory ground points right here, which is really cool. And I wonder if that's a through plug to the rooftop. If that's the case, sick. I'm guessing that's what that is. I wonder if there's a cap on the outside. Oh, there is a little something round right there. Sweet. Fall off the ladder. Wearing the two different color Converse, baby. All right, so I left a hole in here just in case we needed access to that. I should have just messaged my van building buddies to see, but I cut a hole in there anyway. Middle ready to go. Okay, all that fits. Done deal. Okay. Heck yeah, dude. Super happy with this. Still need to do a strip across here. I could probably insulate up to where the hole is for the vents, which is 14 by 14. Probably be one there and one up front here. Right by the kitchen there. I think the kitchen's gonna be there. I don't know. As I was looking at the back door, I think 2 windows up top there would be awesome. They don't have to open. They can just be just a window to let in some light right above there, above the bed. It'd be kind of awesome, right? Perfect little spot for them. This is only about 18 inches if you cut it into about there, and it would fit perfect on the panel out back. Oh, maybe not. That's where the panel curves, I think. That might be a bad idea because it's right on the lip. I didn't know you couldn't, because then you'd have to cut this lower because that body line goes right to here. I thought that would look pretty sick though, but I think you'd have to really cut all this bracing and stuff out of here and bring that window substantially lower, like from there to about here. I mean, everything's doable. You chop all this out all the way down to here, up to about that line there, and do the window on the bottom side. I don't know, imagine how cool that would be to have a window right here. So right there, a whole window. I just don't think it's really doable inside. Like, you'd have to cut right down to that lip line right there. 23 inches to 24 inches and 7 inches in height. Then you could put one right there below that body line, right there, and the same spot on the other side. I don't want no big window in the back or anything like that. I like the privacy, but having something right up top there to let in a little bit of light when you need it, it's kind of cool. I mean, do I really need it? No, but I think it would look pretty slick on the inside and add quite the element of design on it. So, something I was thinking about today, when I ordered these Van Speed pop-outs, these are the little pop-outs. If you missed that video the other day, they go in here, starting from right there backwards. It pops that whole side out. I ordered it with their sliding bunk windows, but I'm thinking maybe I return the sliding windows and we go with an awning style window like I have in my van. So I originally just got the bunk windows with it. They're still sealed in the box, direct from Van Speed. I haven't opened them yet. I originally got the bunk windows because they were already there. They fitted. I seemed like a little bit less stressed. One thing I didn't have to worry about. But now that I'm thinking about it, doing the awning one might be better because you could leave the awning one open in the rain and it won't let rain in, where with the sliding one, you do have the option of letting rain in because it's on an angle, if that's open, rain's gonna get directly in that screen. And the pop-outs are behind the door, so there's no problems with the door hitting the bump out because the bump out starts right here. If we put those there with the awning style windows, these are gonna be so sick. All right, see what we got here. So I messaged Jared from Vancity about it. He found these. They're from Germany. Oh, and they would probably fit too. They look like they're about 23 inches across. They look clear though. I want one with a smoked window. That's the point of it. I'd like to have that smoked out look on the window. It would look better, but something little like that. That's the window right there. It's a company called X-Bull. But I'd want that not in a clear. I'd love to have it like tinted, like a black. That looks like a bit of a bubble window too, like one that's not like a flat regular piece of glass. I swore I seen a van on YouTube somewhere that had those windows up there in the back. I just don't remember where, man. I was flipping through my phone today going, I swore I seen a video recently. It was like some ultimate camper van Mercedes thing, and I don't remember where I saw it. I'm gonna bring some batteries to the back here so we can charge up all our goodies. Everything's dying all at once. My cell phone that I'm recording on, my cell phone itself is dying. Let's plug all this stuff in. So I pulled the door panels off. They came off nice and easy, just a handful of clips. Now we're gonna do inside of the doors here. Some people were asking me in the last video if this duct liner would be just as good as using this stuff underneath the duct liner. So this is the first spot I did this, and there's a huge sound difference between tapping here and tapping here. So behind here is, so I'm gonna tap here on the other side. It's a bit more solid. Down here is, you know what I mean? That is still, I mean, it dampens it a bit, but it's still hollow. Oh, I gotta sit down. I bet you I got sticky stuff over my socks. I do. Is there sticky stuff on there? Oh my gosh. I should really clean up in there. You see inside there? That is insane. So as we move on to the next stages here of this van build, I still am undecided on what I'm gonna do with a floor on the bottom. I need to make that decision right quick, because that would be the next stage, would be to do insulation, pull the factory floor out of the bottom, and then choose what I want to do for a floor. Whether we just do the Vantech duct liner, some insulation, some plywood, some flooring, and call her done, like a traditional build, or we take the extra leap and do 12-volt heating pads, or do in-floor radiant heating with, heats the whole thing, and runs off a hydronic air heater, because that thing would be so efficient to heat the floor, where if I do electric heat, it's gonna be huge power consumption. Or we just stay traditional, because I mean, I've been living traditional in my van, and I don't even have insulation on my floor. I don't. I literally have a plywood and my flooring on top. That's it. There's nothing underneath it. There is no insulation, no squat all, no nothing. So even if I were to go the traditional way in here, I think I'm still way steps ahead from where my current van is at out there. So yeah, decisions to be made. I got one chance to do this. I either go cheap on it, or we go all in with all the luxuries right out the beginning, because you got one time to do it, and that's before you build it, because you can't pull your floors up after that. That'd be a pain in the. All right, y'all, keep your double V's up, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.